We're
Oh,
in.
okay. Okay.
Good morning, California. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you be watching this from. I am sorry I'm coming out late. This show is supposed to have started at 10, but my guests, I'm supposed to have a guest today, but she couldn't make it. So I have my head coach here who is kind enough to jump in to make sure that this show goes on. Thank you so much, coach. As you can see, she is in the car. They are traveling, and bless her soul, she still jumped in to ensure that I don't cancel this show completely. So I want to welcome you to this program, Talking Digital Business with Ifeoma. The published topic was the power of resilience, but today I am going to be talking right now about the importance of side hustle because we had to change the topic, but I couldn't change it on the flyer. So my head coach, is going to be telling us today the power of side hustle, the importance of it. Why is side hustle so important? Again, my name is Ifeoma Zuku. I am a wife and a mom to three lovely children. My husband and I live in California with our children. I am a proud digital business owner. So, like I said, I'm having my head coach here, Coach Lilibet. She's been on my program severally, so she's not a new face. But I am going to give her just a few seconds to introduce herself. Like I told you, she is on the road, so we might lose connection anytime, but please stay on. She will come right back. Coach.
Hello. Good morning from my side, from Alberta, Canada. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are around the world. For all of those who are watching live, hope you guys are having a great day, and even for those who are going to watch the replay. So, yes, as you can see, we are on the road. So, this is my husband here driving, and we have our beautiful nieces at the back. And this is Lilibeth, a former nurse, a nurse by profession, but now a full-time digital entrepreneur. See, I worked 2 to 3 jobs prior to finding this business. So now I will give you a little bit of encouragement or motivation why side hustle is very important. So thank you for having me in your show, Coach Pam, and it's been my third, I think.
Thank you so much, Coach Lilibet. Bless your soul. I am so happy to be in your team. So, viewers, in this business, we constantly talk about side hustle, why it is important. But I want Coach Lilibet to tell us first and foremost, what is side hustle? I don't know if everybody know what side hustle is. I have had my own share of experience for not having a side hustle, which I will talk briefly later in this program. But let's give Coach an opportunity to give us a little explanation of her understanding of side hustle.
Okay, so side hustle. Side hustle, just from the word side, right? So you do it on the side. You are working on the side. You're having a full time job at the same time you're having this side hustle. It's like a part time. It's like you just do it on whenever you are free, right? That's why in this business you can do this as a side hustle, as your side part time, as your side income, even though you are still working full time. So that's my understanding, and like what I mentioned a while ago, I work 2 to 3 jobs in Canada. I'm here in Canada, guys, because one full-time job is not enough. Though for a regular family, it's probably just enough. But for me, it's not enough because I'm helping a lot of family members still in the Philippines, and I don't settle for, just for enough. That's why one full-time job is not enough for me here in Canada, so I need to find another one or another two or three jobs. So side hustle is very important. You can do it on the side while working on becoming your own boss. So
Thank you. Thank, Thank you very much, Coach. Well, what she has said in a nutshell is that you really don't have to quit your job. Some people, when you talk about side hustle, they're like, oh, I'm very busy with my job. You don't need to quit your job. You can keep your job, your regular 8 hourly job, or whatever number of hours you work, and still do this by the side. It's, according to her, it's like a part-time job. Instead of depending on one source of income, you have something on the side that brings in another income to help you meet up your responsibilities. We all know how difficult it is with one income to pay all the bills and still live above water. We all know, keep your head above water. We all know how difficult it is. So that's why we have decided to talk about side hustle. So I'll give you a little, before Coach Lilibet comes in again, I'll give you a little story about me and the what I went through not having a side hustle. I worked in the corporate world, in the banking industry when I was back home in Nigeria. And there came a time when the bank wanted to downsize, and I was affected. I was affected because in Nigeria we have what they call quota system. We have different tribes. So when you want to do something, you must make it include all the tribes. So in this instance, they said that my tribe were not duly represented, in the downsizing. That is to say that we didn't have enough number of people from my tribe who were affected by the downsizing. So more names should be submitted. That's how I got in order to balance the numbers from the different tribes. My name was included and I was laid off. I had no side hustle. I had no knowledge of side hustle. So your guess is as good as mine. I suffered. I really suffered because I had nothing else to fall back to. So that is the danger of not having a side hustle. We have uh, Aranet Chagsian from California watching us, joining us now. I think Coach Lilibet is, yeah. Like I said, we can lose her anytime because she is on the road, but she is going to join right back. She is back. Yes, Coach. I was saying that we have Aranet watching us from California. Thank you, Aranet, for being a part
Aaron,
of this program.
Star.
Yeah, so this is my experience with side hustle. So if you are watching this program and you do not have a side hustle, please make it make it a priority in your life right now to have a side hustle because you never know what happens. So,
Yes.
Coach Lilibet, we've talked so much about side hustle, side hustle, side hustle. Can you give us one or two, importance? Why is it important that people have something, a plan B, something to fall back to?
Yes, yes. Oh, speaking of side hustle, I have so many side hustle. I have so many side hustle before really finding the right one. This
Yeah.
online business is the best one. You know, uh, I was raised to a business-minded family, so even in the Philippines, I know already. Those side hustle thing. But my parents, especially my mom, I think she got tired of her business, right? That's why she pursue she pursue me to be in a nursing college so that I can go somewhere like Canada. USA, Australia, those big countries, right? So that, you know, she doesn't want to do the business anymore because there are ups and downs, right? That's why my mindset, I have really, during my younger age, I really have entrepreneurial mindset. So during those times when God brought me in Canada, and for all of you who doesn't know my story, I left my son in the Philippines when he was 1 year and 6 months. I always treasure that because that always goes back to my biggest why. And when God brought me in Canada, promised to myself not to work too much because I want to spend more time with my son, right? But guys, life in Canada is very beautiful, but expenses are very beautiful too, right? So that's why I said one job is not enough for me. So I need to find 2 to 3 jobs, and I push my husband here, Roger here. I push him to do a 2 full-time jobs, right? So guys, you know what happened during COVID pandemic 20 between 2019 to 2021. If not with this side hustle that I really push, probably I have no jobs now. I have no more job because I work in a clinic and I'm the only assistant nurse working out there, and they shut it during those COVID. And even in the nursing home where I work, they like what you've said, they in your experience, like Coach Pam, uh, they move they remove some staff. So probably me and Roger have no work during those pandemic. But you know what, guys, because of this side hustle business, we survive. We survive, and it was even this business that supported my whole family in the Philippines. So it's very important to have a plan B. A plan B. Why? Because the employer, where the company or the employer who are hiring you right now, those are just temporary. You never know if they will still do the business for 50 years, 60 years, until you are, until you retire, right? Or you never know what happened tomorrow. Maybe just like me, when on my younger age, when we were in Taiwan, I can work 20 to 24 hours every day. But now, even 8 hours, it's so hard for me already, right? Because every day our body is changing. Whatever you can do today, you will never know if you can do it tomorrow, right? But one thing that is permanent, guys, is bills are coming. You know, your energy, your health will change. Your employment status will change, but your bills will never change. If you have a mortgage here in Canada, you will still pay monthly. If you are eating every day, you still need to buy groceries every day, right? That will never change unless you decided to come home, go back to Philippines, right? So plan B is very important, guys. As I'm always saying, we don't push you to join us in the online world, in the online business, if you don't want to, but at least you have your own side hustle, right? Now, if you're interested to do a worldwide business, then join us. Pamela here is a very good mentor and a coach. She can help you start, and I am here to supervise, to guide you as well. And we are one big community that help each other. All you need to have is the desire, your desire for a change, and your desire to give a better future for your family. And of course, we cannot change you guys. It's only you who can change your life situation, and of course it's our God. So I'm very passionate when sharing about this side hustle because it changed my life big time. It changed my life big time. And because of this side hustle, we help so many we help so many people out there around the world. And looking at my business partners who quit their jobs, looking at my business partner success. Especially, I just saw the other day how huge is the very first rock star in my team in this business got that huge amount of commissions or bonuses, and it made me really really proud because I impacted so many lives already. Now, if that is you who really want to impact people one at a time, then this business is the right business for you. So I don't want to cry because I'm traveling right now at the moment, and later actually we will meet another family who are very interested to launch another online business as well. So watch this space, guys, and don't forget to register on Pamela's website, and we'll see you on the other side. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Coach. I don't intend to keep you for too long because because first of all, I didn't schedule you for today. You just, in your loving way, jumped in when my guest couldn't make it. I appreciate that. So it's gonna be a very brief one. And but before I go, I want our viewers to know that the things you have highlighted. And it is not to make you afraid, it is the reality. She talked about disaster. We are all, well, those of us who were born before 2020, we
Mm-hmm.
are all aware of what happened. Nobody planned for it, nobody was expecting it. It just came on us. And we are used to disasters, you know. From time to time, disasters happen, come in different ways. And each time it comes, people lose their jobs, people lose their lives, people lose their homes. The pandemic was the worst disaster I have ever experienced in my whole life. I watched people being ejected out of their homes with their little ones and their property on the street because they lost their jobs and they couldn't pay their mortgages or pay their rents. This is the reason why side hustle is a very important thing to do. She also talked about bills, paying of bills. I don't know how many people rely on one source of income to pay all the bills we pay and still keep their heads afloat. By the time you pay all your bills, you're having less than $100 in your account, and that is what you're going to survive on until the next paid cycle. God bless you if you have children. I don't know how you do it or how you cope with that. She also talked about you being careful. Yes, we're talking about side hustle, but it is important that you know you're careful about the business or the business you're going into as a side hustle. There are a lot of things going on the internet. You know, we cannot guarantee you of any other business except the one we have tested, the one we are in, that has been tested and proven to be very legitimate and very, very sustainable.
Amen.
So if you are looking for a side hustle, which is important, which everybody should be doing, nobody should be relying on one source of income. You know, I read something that somebody said that the employer that feeds you, that puts food on your table today, will be the same employer that will take the food away someday. You
Mm-hmm.
never know. So do not allow yourself to be that person who relies on just your job to feed your family and care for your needs and everything. Start a side hustle, even if it's not with a business, like Coach said. Do something else, but please have something by the side. I have gone through it. I have been a victim of it. I have gone through hell not having a side hustle. I'm sorry to use that word, but that is the only thing I can liken to my experience, you know, for not having a side hustle. It doesn't hurt in any way. And it's for our business, it's something you do from the comfort of your home. You don't have to drive to anywhere to clock in or clock out. You
Mm-hmm.
do it on your phone. Coach is on the phone. She is on the road and she is doing business. What is better than that? So I'm going to leave you with this. Think about it. It is an absolute necessity that you have a side hustle, you have a plan B, you have something you can fall back to in the case of, you know, disaster or anything happens, or
Yeah.
your employer asks you to leave, you don't leave empty handed. You have something to sustain you until maybe you find another job or you decide you want to be on your own and continue building on your business. So, Coach, I'm going to let you go so I don't keep you for too long so you enjoy your trip. Thank you
I,
once again.
before I go, I would like to share something about what
Yeah.
happened to my corporate job before I leave that corporate job. I have a coworker who worked there for I think 25 years, and
Mhm.
she is ready to retire in 2 years. She's already old. She's already 63 years old, and I will never forget this scenario because they fired her 2 years before her retirement,
Oh
and
my God.
it's like crying and crying and crying, and I was crying too because what can I do, right? We cannot do anything. We are just a worker there. We're just a staff working for somebody else. And I'm like, she's crying. Oh, what will I do now? I have a mortgage. I still have a mortgage at the age of 63. She still have a mortgage, and I don't have somebody else with me. My husband is already old. Blah blah blah. And let me pray for you, right? That's all I can do, to pray for somebody else. But mind you guys, it's very important to have a side hustle, a side B plan. You know, you don't you it's like in saving your money. You just don't save your money in the bank. Let your money roll. Let your money works for you, right? Let your money works for you so that whatever happened to your life, you still have other, source of income. So just my uh point of view for all of you guys. So don't let things happen in a bad way. For now, your salary is good, your job is good, but you never know what will happen tomorrow. So think about it. Okay, we don't push here. We don't chase you guys. Okay, we are just here to give our opinions. We're just here to share our experiences. I've been a job quitter for almost 6 years, so we've been doing this full time. Here is my husband, a skeptic husband when I started this, because he said this is a scam. But because I saw the potential, the huge potential of this business when I watched the live workshop. So tonight is another live workshop. So register on Pamela's website. We will see you in the live workshop. After I watched, before the live workshop was finished, I know right away that this is for me, that this business will change my life. So even though this guy here, my husband, is skeptic, I still pursue, and I prayed hard. And now I quit my job after doing this for 9 months. So my result is different. Okay, so it's up to you. The result depends on your dedication, depends on your action. But I am very hungry. I am very hungry for a change. That's why I'm always have my side hustle. So guys, I hope I inspire you guys. I hope I inspire you to do more, because you can do better than what you are having right now. So God bless, and thank you, Coach Pam, for having me.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Coach Rogers. And the ladies behind, thank you all and goodbye. I
Ah,
love you all. Safe trip,
God
please. Drive
bless.
safely. Thank you and bye. So, to my viewers, I say thank you and I appreciate your time for joining me in this program. If you are going to be watching, I have a replay of it. If you're going to be watching that later, please let me know your name and where you will be watching from so that I can at least extend a thanks to you. Bye bye and have a lovely Thursday.